Yo, fellas, if you find yourself in a situation where you dealing with a moment with a woman that is being physically abusive, she's getting physical with you, verbally abusive, mentally disrespectful, you feel like the energy is about to get taken to another level that it shouldn't be taken to. I just want to give you some game on how to handle these situations if you ever find yourself in a situation, or if you currently in a situation, because I personally don't see a lot of light being shed on, the flip side, men being physically abused by women. That's a real thing, it's not nothing to take lightly. If you don't know how to handle it, if you've never been in that situation, you can end up handling it the wrong way and putting yourself in an even worse situation than you already in. So just stick around, man. It's gonna be brief. I'm not gonna stretch this video out too long, and I'm gonna just give some nuggets. I'm gonna just give a little game on how you can handle these situations. Welcome to the channel, Game to Live By. It's your boy Mod. Real quick, if you can, I would appreciate it if you hit the like, subscribe buttons down below somewhere. Really help the channel. Share this video if you know anybody going through something like this. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, share the video with them, man. Leave a comment below, But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. If you dealing with an abusive woman, or if you ever find yourself in that situation, if you haven't been in a situation before, you still need to watch this. You definitely need to watch this, because if it ever comes across, I pray that it don't, but if it ever comes across, you will know how to handle it better than if you had no prior knowledge. First off, you need to recognize the signs, right? So if you're dealing with a woman that, she may not have gotten physical with you yet, but she might verbally disrespect you, verbally humiliate you, try to instill fear in you. Those are early signs, you know what I'm saying, of where it could possibly go further. It could possibly get taken to another level. And you want to be very mindful and very conscious of these things, right? If you are feeling this type of way, if you feel like you're dealing with a chick who may possibly get physical with you one day, like, you want to remove yourself from that situation as soon as possible. You never ever want it to get to that point, right? The goal and the objective is to always avoid the physicality, all right? With men or women, for real, if you can, you want to avoid it. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. That's not it's not beneficial. Avoid it as much as possible. But definitely when you're dealing with a woman, when you're a man dealing with a woman, if you feel like there's a possibility that she could put her hands on you, physically, it could get taken to that level, you want to just remove yourself from that situation as soon as possible, because if she does, it's a lose-lose situation for you, bro. Like, we should all have the right to defend ourselves, but just being honest, it don't always work out that way for men. It's just one of those double standards, where you gonna take the L almost either way. So just remove yourself from the situation. If you feel like you dating or dealing with somebody that can take it there, that can get to that point, that can't control their emotions when they get upset, they can't control themselves when they get upset, they're showing signs that they could possibly get physical with you, you want to remove yourself from that situation, man. Have that person get some help, seek some therapy, whatever. But yeah, you got to get out of there, because you don't want it to get to that point, because then things can get even worse for you. So that's first, recognizing the signs, bro. You will know whoever it is you're dealing with, like I said, being loud and irate and disrespectful, and not even being able to have a conversation with this person, an adult conversation, without the screaming and yelling and all that stuff. Those is definitely signs. Or like I said, her belittling you, making you feel inferior, making you feel scared in your relationship. Those are signs you could look for, you should look for, and you want to get out of there, man. Acknowledge that that's what's going on. Once you acknowledge it, you got a decision to make. That's first things first, trying to avoid it in any way possible, removing yourself from that situation. But let's say it's already there, right? Let's say you already in a situation where a woman has gotten physical with you, your girl done got physical with you, she done put her hands on you. In these situations, bro, you have to pause for a second and think, right? So a lot of times us men, we just react, we'll crash out real quick and regret it later. Like, why did I do that? That was so stupid. In the moment, you get so upset, you get so, turned up that you make the wrong decision. Always try to take 2 seconds to calm yourself and to think, bro. That's the best you can do, because if you just react, you might make the wrong decision and you end up in jail. you know what I'm saying, you just end up in a way worse situation because she physically put her hands on you. Always, always, always try to get out of there. Try to remove yourself from the situation. If you at home, she don't want to leave, you can't get her to leave, you leave. You know what I'm saying? If she's getting physical, if that's the case, you leave. That's number 1, 2, and 3 is to try to remove yourself immediately in that moment. You can come back and try to talk it out and figure out the logistics later, but in the moment, you want to try to get out of there, bro. You don't want to get physical back with her. I get it. Every person should have a right to defend themselves, but the game I'm giving you is for you to be able to have a better outcome, a possible better outcome. You getting physical back with a chick, bro, is almost 9 times out of 10 gonna lead to you being in trouble. Even if she started it, even if she put her hands on you first, it's almost always gonna lead back to you getting in trouble if you retaliate and you put your hands on her. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? As a man, especially for real, as a black man, you don't want to put your hands on her and then she done called the police. You cooked, bro. That's just what it is. Just being honest. So as best as you can, try to remove yourself from that situation immediately, bro. Do not try to engage in no physical, you know what I'm saying, back and forth. We just seen the situation with like Jonathan Majors. We seen him running full speed down a block, running away from his, at the moment, his girlfriend. You feel me? Running down. That's the best I can give. And he still end up being found guilty. You know what I'm saying? It's just a tough situation, bro. When you dealing with a woman that's getting physical or is being irate, it's a tough situation to be in. But what Jonathan Majors did is about the best advice that I could give. You get out of there, bro. Run if you have to, for real. Run full speed, get away from that woman. Cause it's not about to turn out in your favor, bro. You're not getting no cool points for getting physical with a chick, for putting your hands on a chick. You're not getting no cool points for that, bro. So your best bet is to get out of there. I done been in these situations myself, and my goal is to remove myself. It's no point of trying to go back and forth and trying to argue if she done already, you know what I'm saying, if she already seeing red, she done took it to the next level. If you can, communicate with her. Try to keep her as calm as possible. You know, whatever the situation is about, whatever it is, you want to try to keep her as calm as possible. If you see her turning up and you see her possibly getting to a point where it can get there, you got to stay stoic. You got to stay calm. You know, don't get in no screaming match with no woman, right? Don't let it get under your skin. Whatever words she's saying, don't let it get under your skin. Stay calm, you know. Tell her like, yo, we can talk about this, but I don't want to get into no screaming match with you. You feel me? If we're gonna be yelling and going back and forth and it's gonna be turning like this, I'd rather talk about this at another time. And you remove yourself and you stay away from that chick. You stay away from her. If she's showing that she can't have an adult conversation, always maintain your composure, bro. So if you absolutely have to, if you can't, just remove yourself in a moment. You wanna try and get video evidence, bro. We in the day and age of the cell phone. Pull your cell phone out. If she seems like she can't control herself, pull your cell phone out to protect you, right? You want to record all the things that she's doing and saying. If she's getting physical, you want to record that to protect yourself. Because if she ever try to say, oh, he did this to me, he put his hands on me, you got some type of evidence to try and fight. You know what I'm saying? Fight back. Because if it's your word against hers, no evidence involved, and y'all done got physical, good luck, man. Like I said, you see what just happened with Jonathan Majors. We've been seeing this movie a million times, bro. So document it. Try to document it. Get your phone, record if you can't get out of there. Lastly, you know, if you absolutely have to, call the police, man. You know, if it's your house, if she's in your house and you want her to leave, you trying to get her you trying to remove her from the house, don't you do it, bro. Call the police, all right? Tell them, I got a woman here, she's irate, can't get under control, she's getting physical with me, she's putting her hands on me, whatever the case may be. Call the police, man. See, the way I came up, you don't really get police involved like that, especially in them type of situations, because it can always backfire, unfortunately. Like I said, especially being a black dude, like, you can call the police because she getting physical with you. She could say the opposite, and if you ain't got no proof, no evidence, is your word against hers, you can end up in jail, bro. Like, for real. But if it's no other options, call the police, tell them she irate, she out of control, whatever the case may be, whatever it is you're dealing with, and have them play the mediator. You know, see if they can remove, or they should be able to remove her without, like I said, y'all getting physical. But these are some things you have to do to try and protect yourself. You should not go the route of putting your hands on her if she done put her hands on you. I know it sounds crazy. I know we should be able to defend ourselves. We should be. But again, your best bet is to run, bro. Get out of there. You get into a physical match with your chick. You stronger than her. You a man. You should be able to handle her, because you know on my channel I'm preaching working out every day. I'm preaching working on your physique. So you should be physically in shape. You should be physically stronger than her. So you putting your hands on her, she already at a disadvantage. You feel me? It's not gonna look good. It's not gonna play out. Everybody gonna say, why you do that? You looking crazy. You a man, you shouldn't have. I know it's a double standard, it's whack, it's crazy, all that. But the best bet is to get out of there. Do not get in no physical tussle, fight, whatever, with no woman, bro. That's just a lose-lose situation for you. It's gonna start looking way different. Life gonna start looking way different if you don't put your hands on her and she done called, and you know, you just don't want that domestic abuse. You don't want that on your name, bro. Get out of that relationship. Don't deal with that person no more. Get a restraining order on that woman for sure. You know, so if she's to ever come back around you trying to start, you got a restraining order. You can call and she can be arrested for being around you. Like for real. You got to take the necessary steps to protect yourself, because you can't get physical. You shouldn't get physical with no woman. So you got to put other things in place to where you can protect yourself so that you don't have to take it there. You feel me? So getting a restraining order on a woman who has gotten physical with you, gets physical with you, get a restraining order, and keep text messages, keep video, keep as much proof that you possibly can, so that you can cover yourself, so that when it's time to, like I said, get a restraining order, or it's your word against her word, you got some proof, you got some evidence, like this what's been going on, this is what I've been dealing with. I'm trying to get up out of this situation. I need a restraining order. I don't want this woman to be able to come around me. And you start the journey of, you know, moving forward without this person. So I had to get on here to say that, because like I said, these things that I done dealt with before, and I know other men that have dealt with it, and you don't really feel like you got an outlet. You don't really feel like there's too many people you can talk about, you know what I'm saying? Because it's such a tough subject. It's such a tricky subject. If you can keep this information in mind, bro, live by this. If you're going through it right now, just know there is ways to deal with it. You know, hopefully you can get through this situation where everybody is okay. But you gotta remove yourself from these type of women, man. Unfortunately, there are some unstable creatures out here where they get to a certain point, they get too upset, they can't control themselves, they snapping. You feel me? And you don't want to be the victim. You don't want to be the result of that. Them not being able to take care of themselves, them not being able to control themselves. You don't want to be the victim of that. So remove yourself, man. Get up out of there and keep it pushing without that person in your life. Hopefully this information was useful, man. You ever dealt with any of this, or you got anything to add to this, leave a comment below, you know, and just know that it is ways to handle these situations without you having to get physical, without you having to go to jail, you know what I'm saying, without you having to fight with their family and all of that stuff. There's ways that you can handle this, bro. Always protect yourself by recording and documenting as much evidence as you possibly can. Always remove yourself as soon as possible before it gets to that level, if you can, and calling the police on that person, getting a restraining order on that person, all of those things. Just doing all your due diligence and being proactive instead of reactive, and hopefully you should be okay, man. So I got more videos on the way. Just had to get that off my chest, man. Please hit the like, subscribe, share button, all of that. And I got more videos on the way, man. Peace.